Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to make this simple short Bubu dress. Okay, so mine is not Ankara. Actually, I'm making this for a client, and this was what I created. Okay, so if you're interested to learn how I made this, keep on watching and let's get started. We shared the pieces of ourselves, it's perfect timing now. So to make this dress, you will need just two yards because it's a short dress. Okay, so what I have here is 2 yards and is by length 60. So right now I went ahead to fold it into form. I have a 4 foot here, and the length I want to take for this is 44 inches, where the extra one is to make it 45. This is below her knee length. Okay, so after that I made a straight line across. She's a pregnant mom and she don't need it too short, okay, because of her stomach. So after doing that, on same line I will come inside by 3 inches, then also come down by 3.5. Okay, and I also extend it to 5.5 inches because it will have slit at the front. Okay, the dress has slit at the front, so because of that I marked 6 inches, then 3.5 is for the round neckline for the front, and the remaining inches is for the slit. And after doing that, you can see what I have here. So the next thing I'll do is on that same line I will come down by 8.5 inches for her armhole depth. Okay, so after that, next thing now is to take the measurement. So for the measurement, what I want to mark is 51 inches divided by 4. I'll mark it, then add extra 1 inch for the stitching allowance. After marking, I'll continue with the 13.5 inches, then I'll just continue with that. I'll mark it to the down part. Okay, so why I did this because she's pregnant. Okay, because of her tummy, she wants it very, very, very loose, like very loose. Okay, so if you're making yours, you can just divide your maybe you divide your bust circumference by 4, then you can add at least 2 inches or 3 inches depending on how big you want it to be. Okay, so after making a straight line, I'll just go ahead and cut it out just like this. You can see what I'm doing here. Just look at what I'm doing. So you can make a curve at the armhole depth side, then after that you continue, you go ahead and cut it out just like this. Okay, so the back and the front neckline is not the same thing. The back is a high neck while the front will go down a little bit. So what I did was to slash, just give a small slash at the neck width, then after that I'll just remove one of the piece, then I'll refold the other piece together like this, make sure it's equal, then after arranging everything together from that slashed or the notched side, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. This is for the front, you can see. Then after doing that I also slashed the center side. Okay, so now this is the back. For the back I'll come down by 2 inches for the high neck, then after marking, I'll also come down again by 3 inches. The back we have slit. I will not add zip to this. Okay, I don't want to add zip, so I want to just add a little slit that you will use button when wearing it. Okay, so after slashing the center back just like this, you can see what I have here. Just give it a little slit if you don't want to add button, and for it to pass through your head, okay, when wearing it. After the cutting, the next thing is to fold another piece of fabric into two like this. Now I want to cut out the facing. Okay, I won't be using bias for this. I will cut out a facing, and firstly this is the front facing. Okay, just go ahead and cut the front facing first. You can see what I have here. So now just look at what I'm doing here so you know how to cut your facing. Make a mark where the slit will stop at the facing, then add extra inches. You can see where I started the cutting from the down part. So after cutting, I'll slash the center back of the facing just a little bit. Okay, so now I'll also fold this other one, then do the same thing. Okay, the other one is the back facing and here is the front facing. Okay, so you just place another piece like this, then go ahead and cut the neckline first. After cutting the neckline, you just cut the shoulder side. Also give a mark for the slit where the slit stopped. Okay, then give extra inches and cut from the hem part. Then after cutting, you can slash it to the point you made your mark. Okay, so these are the two facing. After I was done cutting everything, you can see what I have here. So now it's time for me to start the sewing. So I'll first sew the front piece. After sewing the front piece, I'll now sew the back piece. Okay, so this is what the facing looks like when you open it up. Okay, this is how you should look when you are done cutting. Okay. So for the front, after placing your front piece like this, you place your facing the right side facing each other. Then after placing, you're going to sew with half of an inch. Just sew from like this, sew the neckline, sew the slit side, then also end it to the other side as well. Then after sewing, you can also fold the hem part, fold into two and sew on the tip. Then after that, you notch your neckline, okay? So guys, after sewing, you can see what I have here. I used pin to hold them in place so you see exactly what it looks like. So right now we don't have light. When light comes, I'll just iron my Emmy gum so it stick together with the fabric. Okay, so this is the front view. You can see how it looks like. All right, so now this is the back. Okay, because it's going to have button, I just made this rope, and what I will do is to cut out just 2 inches from the rope. Okay, so after cutting, this is the 2 inches I have here. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place my tape from the any side of the neckline you want. Okay, any side you want to place the rope, you just go ahead and come down by half an inch. Okay, after marking your half an inch there, you will just fold the rope like this, like you're making a loops, just like this. Okay, you place it exactly at that point. You came down by half an inch. Then after that, you place your facing very well like this. Okay, place it like this. Then you can hold this with pin, head over to your sewing machine, then go ahead and sew. You can see what I'm doing here. Do the same thing for the neckline. Then after that, you can sew the hem part as well, then notch it. Okay, so after sewing, guys, can see what I have here. Also pin down here. I'll iron my hemming gum later, okay, when there is light. So this is the front view. This is exactly how yours should look like once you are done. Okay, so this is the loops, I be the rope for the button, you can see. Okay, so right now I brought the front piece, then I place them together, the right side facing each other. Okay, so what I want to do first is to join the shoulder part. Okay, like you just use one of the facing to cover it up like this. Can you see? For it to be very neat, okay, you just use your half an inch to sew from there to the other end. Okay, just like this. If you join your facing or you place your facing, just go ahead and sew straight with half an inch. Do the same thing for the other side as well. Okay, so after sewing, you can see what I have here. Can you see? So this is the wrong side of the fabric. You can see how it looks like, the shoulder part. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to add band to this side. Okay, when I was cutting this, the wideness was 18 inches, but I needed 20 inches. Okay, so what I did was to cut that extra piece about 5 inches wideness and 18.5 inches long. Then you fold it into two like this. This is just to add it extra length for the sleeve part. Okay, you just fold it into two, you place them the right side facing each other. Okay, place them like this, then head over to your sewing machine and sew with half an inch. Okay, I'll also do the same thing for the other side. So after sewing, guys, this is what I have here. You can see now that you can see the sleeve now is long, like it's a bit long. Now you're going to turn your fabric, sorry, your dress the right side facing each other like this. So after that, the next thing you want to do is to measure where you want to add your pocket. It has inner pocket, so for that I place my tape from the shoulder, then I'll come down by 17 inches. Okay, this is just her waistline, 17 inches. Then after marking, I came down again by 7 inches, then use my scissors to make a notch. Okay, just like this. So I'll be facing my pocket from there to the other end. Okay, so this is another way of cutting my pocket. Just place your finger like this, make sure your fabric is on a fold, then you can use scissors because the white chalk I'm using is not very visible, so I just used scissors to just trace everything out. Then after that, I marked 8 inches for the pocket length. Okay, like this, you make a straight line. Okay, For the wideness is 7 inches. Then after that, when cutting, I just added extra if I need for the stitching allowance. Okay, so I'll just use the same piece to cut out an extra 4 piece. Okay, then notch the upper part as well. So these are the 4 piece. After I've done cutting, you can see what I have here. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is to bring my dress. Now I'll just open it up like this. You open it up the right side. Then after opening, you're going to bring one of the piece, that is the pocket, one of the pocket. You place it from that exact point you notch to the other end, just like this. Place it on the right side facing each other, as you can see. And also do the same thing for the other side. Okay, from that exact point you notched, go ahead and place it to the other point. Okay, you have to notch. First place it to the first notch before you place to the other end, just like you see me did. So after doing for the first and for the front piece, I also do the same thing for the back. You place the other two pockets to this other side, then do the same thing here. After place, you're going to use half an inch to sew the 4 pockets. Okay, so after sewing, you can see what I have here. Now you are going to place your fabric, the both back and front right side facing each other like this, fold them like this. Then after that, you take your round sleeve, use half inch to sew from that side, okay, to this other end, okay, to the other end. Then you sew the hem part of your dress. You get what I'm saying? Do the same thing for the other piece as well. I repeat what I just said. Just go ahead, use half an inch from your sleeve area to the pocket side, from the pocket side to the hem part of your dress, sorry, to the side of your dress like this. So after sewing, guys, this is what I have here. I used half an inch to sew everything down. I also did the same to the other side. So right now, just turn it to the right side. Okay, I'll turn my dress, I be the dress the right side. Okay, so after that, this is what I have here. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, this is the pocket, as you can see, this is the pocket. So the next thing I want to do now is to use 1 inch to fold the hem part. That is the last thing you should do. Then after that, you can also fix your button. After doing everything, guys, you can see what I have here. This is a dress on the mannequin. This one is a bit longer because the person wearing this is pregnant. If you're making yours, you can make it short, any length you want. Okay, so guys, you can see the final look of our dress, and this is the button attached. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.